let's talk of your accent. You're not without the accent in the acting at least. How does one actually become someone else? And you have to be so careful, right? Like you cannot make it a caricature. How did you do that?
I don't know. I think it's observation. I think there was a local crew. I had an idea of what the Kashmiri accent is like, but I had to be guided, you know, and Danish was guiding me throughout with like, okay, you're going a little to this region now. You have to come back to this region because they're dialects.
Yeah.
And then in that dialect itself, of course, there'll be the Kashmiri language and then they'll speak the language, you know, Urdu or Hindi. And then that'll be entirely different from one region to another. So he was like, okay, you're going into that area, come back to this area. And then he'd send me voice notes of, you know, people from the crew and be like, she's from the right area. Listen to her voice once. And then I'd listen to, you know, and I'd listen to her talk, you know, she's talking about whatever she's talking about. And that's how I kind of, you know, went about with the accent. But there was, like you said, it's such a fine line of becoming a caricature. And I have to thank Danish for that, for like pulling me back, you know, because my tendency was to go all out, and he'll be like, no, pull back a little bit, you're going too regional. It's too regional, pull back a little bit. So that was a constant kind of like, and I was full of doubt, to be honest. And I was constantly like, what am I doing, Danish? What am I doing? What is it? He's like, it'll be fine. So I needed his voice constantly in my ear to be like, you're okay, it's all right, you're fine.